How you doing, Knicks Nation? This is Sincere from Sincere Knicks Fan 34. How are you doing? Before we get into it, I want to just put out a quick shout out to Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? We're praying for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have family and friends that live and reside, in Jamaica. So, you know what I'm saying? We're praying for you. You know what I'm saying? Just stay strong and, and any surrounding islands as well. You know what I'm saying? The hurricane don't just hit one spot. It affects everything around it too. So just want to make sure we put the shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? We're thinking of you. We're praying for you. With that being said, if you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe, share, comment, like. You know what it is. All right. Now, the idea is our New York Knicks have defeated the Minnesota Timberwolves. We did a very good job. And we did a very good job because for the first time all season long, you had just a glimpse. The NBA actually had a glimpse of what this team could become throughout the course of the season. We're not just a team that can put a defensive clamp on you. We're a team that when we're clicking, we do damage. We do real damage. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just throwing out some things for you real fast. 53% from the field as a team. 45% as a team from three. 88%, 88.9% if you're a real stickler for the statistics. 88.9% from the free throw line. We dominated on offensive boards. 21 offensive rebounds compared to 9. 29 defensive rebounds compared to 22. 32 assists. I'm going to rewind that one more time. 32 assists, right? From the New York Knicks. That's impressive. 8 blocks. 8 blocks. 7 steals. 14 turnovers. I'm expecting us to get better at lowering that number. 12, 13, okay, fine. But we'll move on. The idea is our best players are still not playing their best yet. That's the best part about this whole situation, right? Karl-Anthony Towns had 15 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. Brunson had 23 points, which is solid. But the most important part was he had 10 assists. So he's not just a scoring machine out there. He was actually getting people involved, getting people easier buckets, and essentially making it just a little bit easier for himself, not putting the pressure to have to create a lot of offense for himself. He was able to create offense for other people, and it was just a well-balanced attack. I really want to give a quick shout out to Mr. Mitchell Robinson because my man went out there and did damage. He went out there and was trying to let people know what it was and what it is, right? He wasn't even out there playing long, hard minutes. But the man still went out there, even with 8 points, 10 rebounds, 3 blocks, people. He went out there and sent a message to everyone that was in that game and anybody watching the game. He is a demonstration of how you don't have to score points to have an impact on a game, right? Someone who was a pleasant surprise to me was our man Kevin Hart, right? I said Kevin Hart. Yeah, y'all get me in the comments with that. I do apologize. My man Josh Hart, not Kevin Hart. Still got love for you, Kevin Hart, but Josh Hart came through for real. I mean, my man hit 80% from the three-point line. Did you ever think that such words would ever come? 80% from the three-point line. Now, none of us are shocked at him having 18 points. No one would be shocked of him having 5 rebounds or more. But the man knocked down 80% of his three-point shots. If he were to consistently be able to knock down shots the way he did in this Minnesota game, oh man, he'd be a freaking all-star. He would be an all-star, right? To be completely honest, with everything else that is consistent in his game, he would be an absolute monster, right? And I'm going to put this out there as well. My man freaking McBride, Deuce McBride, Miles, a.k.a. Deuce McBride, Once again, someone who the numbers don't seem much, but the impact was real. 14 points, 4 assists, right? And he had a steal. It may not sound like big numbers, but the idea was he put some real defensive intensity on our man, freaking, I can't believe I forgot it, Anthony Edwards. Can you believe y'all? Can you believe Anthony Edwards, I actually forgot his name for a quick second. My apologies, y'all. But he put real effort on that defensive end to give Anthony Edwards a very difficult night. And he did a very good job with that. He didn't score a whole lot of points, but every time that he was in front of him, he was giving him the business. Now, let me be clear. Anthony Edwards was just coming back from injury, you know what I'm saying? And you could tell he was not in rhythm. With that being said, McBride, my man Deuce, still came up and he was ready. He was giving him the business, right? Anthony Edwards is not a person that's easy to defend. Clearly, he's one of the best players in the league. So I'm not saying that he's going to be the shutdown wizard on him every single night, but he did give him some true effort and made him work for every single point that he had earned. And if he made a point, he earned them. McBride and our guys, OG Anunoby, our leading scorer in this game, 25 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals. He was out there. He was looking, man. He's been out there looking like a cross between Scottie Pippen and Kawhi Leonard, man. I'm just being honest with you right now. That's what he's looking like right now out there. You know what I'm saying? He's been putting in work. He's been putting in work, guys. And I am happy to see not only his ability to defend at such a high level, but now you can see more of the scoring and the shooting and the efficiency. This is not just a one-game situation. He's been playing like this all season long so far. Granted, it's a short season. I'm the first one to say it. I admit it. It's the beginning of the season. But if he maintains his health, number one, and his consistency with it, he should actually have a good chance of being an all-star this season. It is what it is. If he continues to play at this level, he could see a potential all-star opportunity. Doing damage. And the part that I like was the idea that we really went out there and spread the wealth offensively. Defensively, there are still some areas that we can improve. And I know over the course of the season, we will improve because we have a tendency to get better defensively as the year goes on by in the season. So I'm not worried about that. But I am happy to see that the Knicks have shown not only the Minnesota Timberwolves, but the entire league, just how potent and deadly the New York Knicks can be offensively. And we're not even all at 100% yet. We're still getting into the rhythm. We're still learning how to play with all these different combinations. So it's a wonderful thing to see everything unfolding the way that it is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I look at it kind of like, I'm a Marvel fan. So I look at it like, we're putting the Infinity Stones on the Gauntlet, people. We're putting the Infinity Stones on the Gauntlet, and everybody's the only thing they can do is just stand there and watch as the Gauntlet gets powered up, right? The New York Knicks about to become a superpower, people. Now, let me be clear. I'm not saying we're going to win every game. So, if you want, you can come at me at the comments. That's fine. But the idea is, I think this is the beginning of a trend of success because we're now getting into rhythm. I said in previous videos, just a couple videos ago, I said, we had shots that we could make, we just weren't making them. Now we got shots, and we're making these shots, and we're making them at a high clip. So the NBA got something to be worried about. We're a problem. We're a problem. I'm not going to hold it too much longer, but the idea is, I know that we have Brooklyn coming up. I expect us to win, clearly. You know what I'm saying? New York all day, But I expect us to continue to build off of the rhythm. And I think as more that they play and get to know each other, it will become more of a reality. So with that being said, I expect more dominance. I expect better ball handling, less turnovers, killing it continuously on the rebounding aspect, and being more efficient, getting everybody involved and getting the easy buckets. Getting the open court, getting steals, getting the open court, and getting easy layups, dunks, and wide open threes. So we'll see what goes on from there. Hey, I'm gonna wrap this up right here. So the idea is, if there was anything that I might have missed, put your thoughts out there. Let me know what you think. Do you think we're about to become that juggernaut? You think we're about to be that gauntlet squad like I was talking about? Hey, put it out there in the comments. All right. Hey, you know what it is. So if you haven't, please subscribe, like, share, comment. Let's get it. Talk to you later.